that we may offer you every adoration and adulation, because there is none like thee. You fight our battles for us. Every blessed day you demonstrate through your kindness and your everlasting mercy that you are our Lord, our God, and our Creator. This evening we offer these your children unto thee all over this very planet that you created. They are listening across the entire 24 time zones on this very planet where they inhabit. They are listening to your gospel this very evening, this gospel of redemption, a gospel of hope, a gospel of restoration, a gospel of renewal, this very gospel of freedom, this very gospel of emancipation as only you ordained. That this very gospel must be preached, that mankind may be set free from the eternal damnation of the creation of the British. My goodness me, I want to remain in the spirit, because we must worship heaven. We answer your name, O Lord of hosts. Everything about us is designed to offer glory unto thee. We have atoned for our sins last year. This very year we have not only atoned for our sins, we have spilled, we have shed blood, they have shed our blood. We have let our sacrifice be made unto thee. Even on the 30th of August, as we are being felled by the bullets of the enemy, by the workers of iniquity and of darkness, we remain very strong today to beckon upon thee, to ask you for your mercy and for your grace, to ensure that your kingdom is restored upon the face of the earth, that you can bring your healing hand to bear upon the life of those of them that you created for one singular purpose, and that purpose alone, which is to worship you in truth and in every honesty. Is there any way that we have erred? Is there any way that our ancestors may have sinned? We confess before a congregation of the whole of humanity to ask you, O Lord of hosts, to have mercy upon us. You must have mercy upon us. We have suffered enough. We have been subjugated enough. We have been tortured enough. We have been imprisoned enough. We did not do these people anything. Our only crime is to answer your name. Our only crime is to be born your children. Our only crime is to excel at everything that we place our hands into. Our only crime is to exhibit your glory and your blessing, which manifestedly is upon our lives every blessed day. That is why they want to kill us. That is why the British want to join those of them who don't know you to destroy your creation and your inheritance. You will not allow shame to befall your name. You will not allow the enemies to triumph over the lives of your children, because you created us to exist, to worship, to honor, and to praise you. That is exactly what we are going to do when this Biafra comes. It will come in truth and in every honesty, because we remain every blessed day whiter than white and whiter than snow. Is there any way that we have sinned that you cannot forgive us our trespasses, to enable us to fulfill your own word, which was spoken thousands of years ago, that instead of what you promised not to come to pass, that heaven and earth will cease to exist, you opened your mouth to bless mankind to the coming of Yahweh Yeshua, who came here and said, let your kingdom come on earth as it is in heaven. Those words can never be in vain, because they are anchored upon your holiness and your magnificence. That is why in the end we know that Biafra will come, that these children that we have given birth to all over the world, and their children, and their children, and their children, as long as they give birth to them and they are Biafrans, they will worship you in truth and honesty. Through this very work we are doing, mankind will come to understand you. Let your miracle be wrought in our lives. Let us witness and behold your magnificence, your holiness, your mystery, and your grace. under our command. Oh Lord of hosts, we call upon you. We call upon you to heal. We call upon you to provide succor to those of them who are inconsolable. We ask you to come and strengthen those who are weak. We ask you to restore hope where there is hopelessness. We ask you for inclusion where there is destitution. We ask you for one brotherhood, one camaraderie, one bone, one blood, and one flesh of your children. The Efiks and the Bibios, the Izon, the Shekiri, the Isobos, and also those of them from Isoko. We are traveling all the way to the lands of Igala. We are moving on from there to Idoma, to Igede, to the territories of the Igbo land. All these places we dedicate unto thee. All these lands of yours, we ask you to cover it with your mercy, because Biafra will come, and when it does, we will dance on the streets. I'm telling you, by the time that we are done, humanity will think that we are mad, we are drunk in your glory, and rightfully so, because your kingdom will come to rest upon this very earth. That very kingdom is the unadulterated, non-negotiable sovereignty of the Republic of Biafra, that your will may be fulfilled in our time. All this we pray, all this we ask for, in no other name apart from that name that belongs to you. He said.
We keep walking down the road. They killed our mothers, fathers, and our sons. We are light, we are the lights of the world. We come from the land of the rising sun. Every single day we keep rising up. No matter what they do, we are never giving up. To the world from a broken soul. we keep walking down the road. They killed our mothers, fathers, and our sons. We are light, we are the lights of the world. We come from the land of the rising sun. Every single day we keep rising up. No matter what they do, we are never giving up. This is my message to the world. Embrace Biafra. Embrace redemption. We shall win in the end. This is my message to the world. Embrace our freedom. Embrace our victory. We shall win in the end. We are stars. We are the greatest stars. No matter where we go, we rise to the sky. All around the world, we see greatness in the sight. Every day and night, we struggle for our lives. We are one. We are the chosen ones. Onyeibe is the one to give us victory. Bring us back to the land flowing with big honey. Breaking all the chains and pain of slavery. This is my message to the world. Embrace Biafra. Embrace redemption. We shall win in the end. This is my message to the world. Embrace our freedom. Embrace our victory. We shall win in the end. This is my message to the world. We are coming, we are coming, we are not alone. We are fighting, fighting with the power of love. Forever and ever we shall reign in the world. This is my message to the world. This is my message to the world. Embrace Biafra. Embrace Biafra. Embrace redemption. Embrace redemption. We shall win in the end. We shall win in the end. This is my message to the world. This is my message to the world. Embrace our freedom. Embrace our freedom. Embrace our victory. Embrace our victory. We shall raise the light. We are coming, we are coming, we are not alone. We are fighting, fighting with the power of love. Forever and ever we shall reign in the world.
Yes, once again, fellow Biafrans, lovers of freedom, men and women of goodwill, conscious people wherever you are all over the world. I will say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and to some of you, good night, depending on your time zone. This is Radio Biafra Extra, and we are streaming live through Radio Biafra London, being anchored by the Deputy Leader of the Indigenous People of Biafra. His name is Mazi from Efo. He is from Abatete. Abatete is in Anambra State, and Anambra State is Biafra land. He's the man who has simply assured us that he will not allow the heart of this project to see corruption. Mazi from Efo is standing on a deputizing capacity on behalf of our Supreme Leader, Mazi Okukano, the Prince of Afari Beku, heir to the throne of Ibeku Kingdom, the one and the only man who stood up to speak for the collective interest of the Biafran people for almost 60 years now. He's from Afari Beku. Afari Beku is in Umuahia. Umuahia is in Abia State. And Abia State is Biafra land. He is the director of Radio Biafra as well as Biafran Television. And by the special grace of Chukwokika Biama, I remain George Onyeibe. I am from Abo. Abo is in Delta State. And Delta State is Biafra land. And of course, as always, we will move ahead to acknowledge the Creator. The one who sits in heaven and presides over the affair of man. In my humble way this morning, I say to him, Banoro luanyo, na banoro luanyo, banoro luanyo, na banoro luanyo, unwere mgbe ike mmadụ ga-akarị ike Chukwu. Onwere mgbe ike mmadụ ga-akarị ike Chukwu. Na banụrụ okike ke n'ụwa banụrụ anyo. Banụrụ anyo na banụrụ anyo obinigwe. Banụrụ anyo na banụrụ anyo. Onwere mgbe ike mmadụ ga-akarị ike Chukwu. Onwere mgbe ike mmadụ ga-akarị ike Chukwu. Na banụrụ onye kere ụwa banụrụ anyo. Anyị na-aja gị mma o maka n'eziokwu n'ịmara mma ịhụnanya na gị obiọma gị o juru anya dadị o inwe gị mgbanwe ọ dị onye dịka gị ịbụ Alfa na Omega. Anyị niile na-asị na n'ịdị mma o. You see. As always, without wasting much of our time, this morning we shall move ahead to a topic which is simply titled The Truth of the Whole Matter in the Nigerian State. The truth of the whole matter in the Nigerian situation. The truth of the whole matter in the Nigerian issue. You have to know the truth. And this is the only thing that will ensure your freedom. You see, and you shall know the truth, and the truth shall set you free. There are a lot of things going on in the Nigerian state, some of which we cannot explain. Because you may be ignorant, too naive to understand it. Or better still, intellectually dishonest. Justifying those issues with the intention of thinking that the pain will go away. A lot of things are wrong. Absolutely wrong. You see them happening every day. But yet, maybe you are ignorant, maybe you are naive, and you don't notice them. But it will remain there. And some of us, we are too educated and intelligent, and we become intellectually dishonest individual, and we think that ignoring them will make the pain go away. When we go to any conference, we now speak BP grammar, and then this Fulani and the British government one day will want to let us be. No, you have to know the truth of the whole matter. You have to watch the history from beginning. Some group of criminals invaded Africa. They raped women, they murdered children, they burned down communities, they steal our resources, they enslaved the continent of Africa. They took some slaves and scattered them across the globe. Never once did they come forward to apologize for their action. In fact, they are getting ready to incorporate it into the Bible that it was God that sent them. The truth of the whole matter is that no European, no Portuguese, no American, no idiot who call themselves colonial master will ever apologize to you as an African. They will never apologize to India. They will never apologize to China or Japan. Any country that have been enslaved, including America, no idiot who call themselves colonial master at any stage will ever apologize to you. And so what do? They continually blackmail you. They lie against you. They will tell you that when they come to Africa, life was not there. The moment one idiot European man or American man landed in Africa, life began. This is all the history we have. This is the only thing we have. We never resisted. We were chimpanzee and monkey and babu. All this lie was just meant to justify the reason why our land was invaded. And this is the truth of the whole matter. The truth of the whole matter remains that as a black man, you are the best species of Homo sapien on earth. You are more than the normal human being. That is why the Bible say, or they say, mankind. The kind of black Homo sapien is amazing. We can begin to talk about the attributes, the qualities, the makeup in the black man that make you superior than every other human being on the face of this planet Earth. But they will never appreciate you for that. They will never love you for that. But rather they condemn you. Your hair is too coiled, and so they condemn you. You ignorantly go and wear wig. But you never know that your hair as a black woman and as a black man defies the force of gravity. But of course, they condemn you already. Oh, this black hair is too coily. They look at you from behind, they wish they had your hair. They will go back and say, oh, these black people, their lips are too thick. But behind, they wish they have your lips. And then they go back and say, these black people, they have millennium. And they say it's a disease, but yet they wish they have it. Oh, these black people, they are very primitive. Their land is, the sun is very hot. But the truth is that they wish they owned your land. They will never tell you you are okay. This is the truth of the whole matter. In the same way, there are things happening in Nigeria, and somebody thinks somewhere along the line, he just has to fit in and then the pain will go away. No. The truth is that Yoruba can form Omotekun, form Uluole, form anything. Yoruba want one Nigerian to remain. Don't make any mistake about that. One thing is to speak about it. The next thing is let them show it by their action. Yoruba have no reason to let Nigerian go except they allow their heart, their Jesus Christ heart to rule them. But if I tell you, Yoruba, a position they have found themselves, will not want Nigerian to break up. This is the truth of the whole matter. That Hausa Fulani are confused. They don't even know what they want now. But they think they can be killing for British government for as long as they can until they destroy us and wipe us away. And so when you see them lying from the both sides of their mouth, your Biafra is what is at stake. They really don't have any reason why Nigeria should divide. This is the truth of the matter. But in as much as we are appealing to their conscience to apply wisdom to reasoning, and maybe they can save the next generation of Biafra, understand that these are the truth of the matter. The truth of the matter is that the vested interest of these people, like I have said, they will never allow us to go. There are saboteurs in Biafra land. They have vested interest, though they are Biafrans, but they don't want us to go. This is the truth of the matter. And so, at every given time, there will always be Biafrans who will rise up and antagonize our leader, who will rise up and fight IPOB. You see them display that by coming out, issuing press communique, telling them that a reverend like me is a terrorist, that my children in IPOB are terrorists, that my grandmother and everyone else in IPOB is a terrorist. These are Biafrans. These are people who understand what we are going through. Most of their relatives go through this pain. They suffer most of these things. But yet they have invested interest. And that is to make sure they receive their own percentage. They hide their children abroad. They go to the best schools around the globe. Their families are very comfortable. They can sneak in and out anytime to go and meet their people. And then the Yoruba, the Hausa, Fulani, and the British government will give them back up. They don't want Biafra to come. They want life to remain that way. In their community, they live in a compound where the fence is almost 90 feet high. They are guided by Fulani, terrorists. They move with convoy. And life is good for them. The truth of the matter is that they don't want Nigerians to divide because most of them have soiled their hand. They think when Biafra come, we will kill them and they will pay dearly. And so they rather see us dead than to let Biafra be restored. But they are Biafrans. This is the truth of the whole matter. It is the truth of the whole matter, like I said earlier. Yoruba can claim anything, but the best thing for them is to accept the truth. And that truth is let them divide Nigeria because Nigeria must divide. That is the truth of the whole matter. Fulani may think they are born to rule, they are born to conquer. The Hausa, they have taken over their life and waking up. This is the truth of the matter. This is the truth of the whole matter when it comes to the issue of your one Nigeria. They introduce system, method. But no matter what they do, no matter how much they try to deceive the people, as far as injustice remain, whether anybody like it or not, Nigeria must be uploaded. The Nigerian state introduced so many things. They introduced so many programs in order to make you feel that it's okay, let's continue with one Nigeria, everything is going to be all right. The Yoruba church are doing it very well. They see injustice and they pretend that it's well. They keep telling you how to pay your tithes. If it is only the company called church run by Yoruba people in Nigeria, it's what they are benefiting in Nigeria. No Yoruba will want to divide Nigeria. I'm not talking about the 10% of 4 years. This is the whole truth. Don't let anybody deceive you. Are we talking about the people who feel they are born to rule? But the truth of the whole matter is that no matter the plan they initiate, Nigeria must upload as far as there is injustice. As far as there is a targeted plan to exterminate us as a people, Nigeria must upload. As far as they will never allow us to have peace in our land, Nigeria must be destroyed. Our stand can never be negotiated. This is the truth of the whole matter. We are here to make sure that Nigeria is destroyed. Not the people of Nigeria, that is their choice to make. But this entity, this evil enclave called Nigeria must be destroyed. This is the truth of the whole matter. No matter how all of you rally around, go to USA, go to America, go to everywhere, Nigeria must be destroyed. Mark our words. So no matter what anybody is doing, trying to buy people off, to introducing system, you think, oh, we're going to do like this, and they're going to cool them down. You cannot. As far as there is injustice, as far as there is sincerity, as far as the government of the day is targeted against a cross-section of the individual who found themselves in this prison called Nigeria. As far as the Hausa Fulani think they are born to rule, as far as Yoruba think 10% is good for them, as far as there are saboteurs who has invested very much to feed on our ministry, as far as there is British government who want to keep stealing the oil and settling other international communities to make sure nobody speaks in our favor, to make sure nobody understands or see the need why we must be free as a people. These things are injustice. As far as they make sure that we will not have a functionable airport in Biafra land, as far as they keep closing down the minor local airport we have in Biafra land, as far as they make sure that there is no viable seaport in our land, as far as they make sure that they close the border to starve us again, as far as they continue building checking points every 1 feet or 1 kilometer around Biafra land, as far as they keep intimidating us by show of force, which they call Operation Python Dance, as far as they keep marginalizing us, emasculating us, disenfranchising us, as far as they keep terrorizing us, as far as they keep dominating us, as far as they keep depriving us of our right, as far as they have vowed that we will not have good medical health care or facilities in our land, as far as they say we will not have drinking water. I can remind you that as far as they say our road will not be graded, as far as they think that we are conquered people and our land should be used as the estate, extended estate of their forefather, I can assure you that Nigeria must burn. This is the truth of the whole matter. The truth of the whole matter is that Biafra is our only hope, and IPOB is the link to that hope. This is the truth of the whole matter. Everything we have been saying as a Biafran, you can answer Niger Delta Niger, upland, river and bottom line, on top of land, enter land, Mary land, anything you like to answer. Biafra is your only hope. And the only link to that Biafra is IPOB. This is the truth of the whole matter. There are a lot of people who say they want to give us Biafra. In the morning, they talk and praise Biafra. At night, they castigate Biafra. IPOB is your only link to the Biafra you desire. The Biafra that will ensure our safety. The Biafra that will make us to travel home, abroad and come back home. The Biafra to mention Biafra without anybody charging us for treason. IPOB is the only link. Don't let anybody deceive you. Our leader is not a perfect man, and we do not expect him to be a perfect man, but we look up to him on a daily basis to get more perfect, striving to be more perfect than ever. But of course, everything all of you are doing to him will only make him come out stronger. because he's our leader and he remains our leader. There are a lot of idiots everywhere. In their heart of heart, they are going to run franchise. All of you who are in Nigerian government paid rule, you are in IPOB, we know you. We keep quiet because we want you to come out. And it is what I want to tell you, every coordinator anywhere in the world, there are individuals already. Most of them were with Mozob before. Nigerian government have selected most of them. They are across the globe. They are an IPOB family member. Most of them are fast to go and lie to our leader. Now they are having meeting already. The meeting is to give them relevant position in the current day Nigerian political structure, so that inside IPOB, they will be telling Nigeria what our plans are. That is why when you come on Radio Biafra, you are asking us what to do this, how to do this. We look at you as a saboteur, because if you know your coordinator, you will understand how we function. It is not in your place to know what you are doing or what we have to do, but it is your place to be at the place we can get you, so that when the time will come, when the trumpet will sound, you will not be found wanting. It is not your duty to fight to defend Biafra land. It is our duty. That is why we are here. But for us to be able to assess you, that is the reason why we are asking you to join IPOB. Many of them are there. They want to know how they operate. They want to know how they function. But believe me, the pair of light is not in your hand. This is the whole truth of the matter. All of you who are now coming, they are settling you. You think you are very smart. We are looking at you. Because that leg where they walk out, chum, 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 you get the eye where they see pium, pium, pium. This is the truth of the whole matter. You will never see us coming, neither will you see us going. Look at them with the emo case. They thought they are going to make IPOB, but you can't. And then we move into premature action. You will not. We will tell you how it's going to be. You were fortunate to start it, but we will tell you how it's going to end. It is not going to be in your own terms. Biafrans, this is the truth of the whole matter. This is the truth of the whole matter, that they have crippled us on the federal level. Biafrans has been crippled on the federal level. This is the truth of the whole matter. Today, there is nobody on the federal level that can speak for the collective interest of the Biafran people. Nobody. Where is the minister? Where is the senator? Where is that person on the federal level that can come out and say, no, you cannot do this to my people? In fact, the idiot who called themselves Fulani headsmen, Miati Allah and Boko Haram, my leader called them the Janjaweed Awusa Fulani youth. All of them are the ones speaking for the presidency. All of them have beaten Yoruba into submission, beaten Biafrans into submission. Of course, when I mean Biafrans, not IPOB member. Not all Biafrans are IPOB member. They have beaten all of you into submission. They are now the mouthpiece of the president. Even if the president is an imposter and a terrorist, but yet a terrorist is coming out to speak for them. Who the hell is deceiving anybody here? And so they are the one telling you, Igbo, stop agitating for Biafra so that we give you presidency 2023. And then Omotekun came out. They are now saying, Yoruba, because of this Omotekun, we cannot trust you again with Igbo with the 2023 presidency. These people are the same people who will come out and tell you that you have to stop it or we arrest all the Yoruba leader. We have to do this. But the truth of the whole matter is that all these things all of you are doing, this Hulu Balo you are causing will boomerang. There is no two ways about it. The truth of the whole matter is that nobody speaks for us. The Yoruba have a stand. Honestly, in as much as we talk the truth, we also actually acknowledge some of the things they are doing, which is commendable. The Yoruba has been able to show Nyangudo and all the governors in Biafra land that they are all idiots. The Yoruba have been able to make some Benin people who are rigmaroling thinking that they are Yoruba, including some Delta people like Isekiri who think they are Yoruba. Yoruba did not include you in Omotekun. Yoruba have drawn the boundary line. They have taken their people and now you need to begin to fight for your stand. This is how the truth come out. The Yoruba action to introduce Omotekun has led every one of us to another stage of freedom. This is the whole truth of the whole story. That with the initiation of Omotekun, IPOB has been justified. And when our leader is willing to give them 1 million man, there is more to that you can understand. Nyangudo today cannot come out and justify his action for prescribing us. Nigeria cannot come out and justify the reason why they prescribe us. The governors who were shouting and they think they are still human beings have now been disgraced.
Because the people who know how to protect their people, even though they are getting 10% on our expense, but this is how it's supposed to be. Our leader once said, "You don't blame the conquerors. It's normal phenomenon. You are conquered once in a while, but when you're saying okay, but when you conquer and conquer, sometime along the road, understand you are not conquering stone. You are conquering people with blood, flesh and blood, people who bleed, and they will respond. And that is what we are doing and about to do now. It is no longer story. The truth of the matter is that we have learned so much from Omoteko, and then those Biafrans who are calling themselves intellectual, who are fortifying their territory to destroy IPOB. You don't know what is coming for you, believe me. The truth of the whole story is that on the state level, we have been crippled. Tell me the governor that can come out and speak like a governor. Tell me the governor that is speaking for your people. Forget about what you are doing. You see, the greatest mistake all of you make is that when you look at the protection around you, you think you are invincible. You think you are untouchable. Hand will touch all of you. I swear to the Almighty God. And the time is fast approaching. Who is the governor in Biafra land who can come out and speak in favor of Biafra? Only when it comes to deceive us. Biafra war has ended, never again. You now go and collect money and you speak when you are still doing the same thing. Hand will touch all of you. This is the truth of the matter. That all our governors and those in the federal level, all of you are slaves. Slave to one Nigeria, slave to Yoruba, slave to Hausa Fulani. You are nyash-licking idiots. All of you from the federal to the state, governor, senator, councillor, chairman, anything you call yourself, you are a nyash-licking idiot for Yoruba and Fulani. We make no apology. For the Biafran phenomena, we make no apology. According to Ojukwu, we pride, we proclaim our freedom. This is the truth of the whole matter. That they are trying to impoverish us completely. They have initiated the state already. Some idiot think that they have collected stipends, and Bayelsa is at the grip of the enemy. There is constant burning of house. Recently, they said some Navy were killed, and they are burning down houses in Bayelsa because some idiot in Bayelsa collected money and they settled themselves thinking it's about APC and PDP. Now, since you collect the money and you allow APC to access Bayelsa, look at the burning and the killing down of houses. But in the Sambisa forest in the north, in the Borno, in the northern Nigeria, in the Born-to-Rule territory, they are killing army, they are killing navy, they are killing police, and they are even recruiting these killers into Nigerian army, incorporating them. The same thing they want to do in Imo State. They have removed the governor of the people and they have placed their own governor in order to give land to Buhari. Dangote is going to buy a land. They want to forcefully give our land to Dangote. As I'm speaking to you, the Dangote will be in Imo State today or other day. So many of them, Kano State governor will be there. They want to take over Imo State. What is Imo State? Is it because of the oil? Imo State is the heart of Biafra land. Imo State is the middle of Biafra land. Understand what is fighting or causing quarrel in the Middle East. They tell you it's the center of the earth. There may not be oil there. Why are they looking for the center of everything? Because when things fall apart, when the center can no longer hold, the people are gone as a people. Every Biafra must stand up. We must defend our lives or we will perish. The moment we allow them to impoverish us, the truth of the whole matter is that this generation of IPOB, this generation of Biafra, we will fight to the last man standing. But do not give them this chance, because the truth of the whole matter is that that is the next stage they want to move into. Once they finish impoverishing everybody, now they have your governors and your senators and those at the federal level and the state level. They have them where they want them to be. They can control them, and with a simple phone call, all of them will go and lick the buttocks of the Yoruba and Hausa. Now they want to weaken us. The truth of the whole matter is that the moment they finalize this stage of impoverishment, which the experiment has already begun, the moment they do this, get ready. Get ready. Get ready. That is what they are doing. Impoverish everybody. They are moving forward gradually, but in their heart of heart, is that once this level is completed, and then they will march. But have it at the back of your mind. The truth of the whole matter is that this rain will fall. This rain will fall. Make no mistake about it. It will beat the big, the lowly, and the mighty. It will beat man and it will beat woman. It will beat all of them. This is the truth of the whole story. One Nigeria never existed. There was nothing like one Nigeria, but one mighty cage. One mighty cage meant to destroy the Biafran people. They want our land, but they don't want the people. They will come out against us again. Wake up, Onyeibe Biafran, because this is the truth of the whole matter. Wake up once and for all, look for IPOB and join, because this is the truth of the whole matter. Only IPOB will save you. We keep calling you, we keep talking to you, but you will not understand. May it never be too late for you. Look at what they are doing. They choose who rule you at will. Very soon, they will choose how much you have in your bank account. They think they will going to cripple or we will frustrate them. But believe me, this is the greatest miracle that has happened. Because the more they do this, the more they empower us, the more we are very ready. But the truth is that, are you ready when the Lord shall come? Are you ready when the Lord shall come? It could be 6 o'clock in the morning. It could be 4 o'clock in the morning. But are you ready when the Lord shall come? Are you ready when the Lord shall come? Are you ready when the Lord shall come? In the morning, 4 o'clock. In the evening, 6 o'clock. Are you ready when the Lord shall come? On the last day, only true Biafrans will be raptured. On the last day, brothers, only true Biafrans will be raptured. Do you understand the signal? Are you still speaking grammar? You think it's business as usual? Our message is simple. Biafra must be free. I'll be back in a minute.
This is my message to the world from my broken soul. We keep walking down the road. They killed our mothers, fathers, and our sons. We are light, we are the lights of the world. We come from the land of the rising sun. Every single day we keep rising up. No matter what they do, we are never giving up. This is my message to the world. Embrace Biafra. Embrace redemption. We shall win in the end. This is my message to the world. Embrace our freedom. Embrace our victory. We shall win in the end. We are stars. We are the greatest stars. No matter where we go, we rise to the sky. All around the world, we see greatness in the sight. Every day and night, we struggle for our lives. We are one. We are the chosen ones. Onyeibe is the one to give us victory. Bring us back to the land flowing with milk and honey. Breaking all the chains and pain of slavery. This is my message to the world. Embrace Biafra. Embrace redemption. We shall win in the end. This is my message to the world. Embrace our freedom. Embrace our victory. We shall win in the end. This is my message to the world. We are coming, we are coming, we are not alone. We are fighting, fighting with the power of love. Forever and ever we shall reign in the world. This is my message to the world. And praise me after right. And praise me after right. Praise redemption. And praise redemption. We shall win in the world. We shall win in the world.
Our message is simple. To the world and to Biafrans alike, our message is clear. This is our message. This is the truth of the whole matter. At this moment, our lines are open. You are a Biafran, you are yet to join IPOB. Send us your name, your phone number, your location. On our WhatsApp number, the miracle is about to begin. And that WhatsApp line is 070 815 45642. 070 815 45642. Our direct line is 081 221 52971. Our direct line, I repeat, is 081 221 52971. And the special number for the female is 081 288 58614. Special number for the female again is 081 288 58614. Don't let anybody deceive you. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. Our message is clear. Call on WhatsApp. Are you there? Call on WhatsApp.
Good morning, my Africa.
Go from here. Go ahead, please.
Yes, my rep. Good morning, Biafrans all over the world. Good evening, good afternoon, depending on your time zone. I greet you all in the name of Tupoki. I welcome you this morning. Thank you all. Mazi Onyeibe, first of all, I want to thank you. I remember the first day I heard your voice on Radio Biafra, when you used to call Mazi for during the program. The first day I heard your voice, and I was, who is this man? And every day I was looking forward to hearing your voice. Then finally, you started this Biafra Extra program. And ever since you started this program, you have touched so many lives. Not only my life, you've touched the lives of Biafrans in different ways. You have brought wisdom and understanding to many Biafrans with this program that you have been doing. And I want to tell you, sir, that we are happy to have you, and we are happy that God brought you to this struggle. We are blessed to have somebody like you.
My brother, I am humble that Biafrans, IPOB leadership see me fit, because there are millions of Biafrans out there who can do it better than I have done. It's a privilege, I must tell you. The greatest honor of my life. And all of you are better than me, I must tell you. Go ahead, please.
My African rep, we understand there are so many people out there, but I am telling you that you are chosen for this job. You are called for this work. And that is why you are touching lives with it. The passion inside you to have this Biafra nation restored is beyond my imagination. And I must commend you for that. Thank you very much. God bless you. To all Biafrans all over the world, I want to talk to people. I am happy. My leader, Martin Nandikano, has been very peaceful and very diplomatic with this struggle. I thank him. Thank God for the wisdom that he has given to that man, that he even knows what to do even tomorrow. We are in today, but he knows what he's going to do even tomorrow and next tomorrow. And that is why we are progressing, and that is why this struggle is still alive till today. With all the troublings, all the saboteurs, all the traitors in our midst, those that have been betraying this struggle, we are still forging ahead because God has gifted him with so much wisdom. I am telling every Biafran all over the world, join IPOB, join this struggle. For those of you who are scared, we are very peaceful people. We are very peaceful and loving people. And today we can all see what is happening. Just like you said, my African rep, the Yorubas over their dead body will they see Biafra restored. But they are doing what they are doing today because the water has already, it has passed their jaw, it's already in their mouth. They are bad thinking. And that is why they are doing what they are doing today. Outside that, the Yorubas will never want to see Biafra free. But today, because our leader has spoken, we, every IPOB, we are sitting behind him. We are supporting Omoteku, not because the Yorubas love us, because we want to show to them that we are different people, that we are children of God, that we want freedom for everybody, not only for ourselves. We want the Yorubas to be free. We want Hausa to be free. We want Medjugorje to be free. We want the so-called Niger Delta, those crying for oil, those claiming they have oil, but they have no access to the oil. We want everybody to be free, and that is why we are here. And for the same reason, we are ready and willing to die, to sacrifice our life to see them free, even though they don't believe in us. But I am telling them, before this death will come to those of us who believe in this struggle, before this death will come to those of us that are ready and willing to sacrifice our life for the freedom of this nation, those of you who refuse to join, and those of you who don't want to seriously what we are doing, the day it will start dropping, the day the bomb will start dropping in your churches, in your marketplaces, it will not look for who is IPOB member or who is not IPOB member. Wake up today and join IPOB, especially those people from Niger Delta, so-called Niger Delta. They make me sick and angry every day. When I come online and I see some useless, some of them, not all of them, some of them who come out and they talk rubbish, they say rubbish, they have oil in their land, and they in the south, they are the poorest people in that southeast today, but they have oil. And when we come here talk about Biafra, they come out and they say rubbish. They come out here and they claim we want to fight for their oil. Who is your oil feeding? Tell me any woman that is benefiting from the oil in Niger Delta. We are scattered all over the world. We are in different parts of the country, different parts of the world, hustling, doing different kind of things to make money, doing different kind of things to bring good life to our families. And they are here crying for oil. Who are your help? Who are your help? Don't stand up and join Biafra. You saw what happened in Bayelsa. They burned people's house because soldiers were killed. Every day they kill military people in the north.
But
Nobody
every day our brothers in the army, in the Nigerian army, are being slaughtered in the north, and they are not burning any house. In the north, our brothers in the army are being killed, but they are not burning any houses.
The fact is, they destroy our land, and people in the Niger Delta are still believing in Nigeria. They still believe in Hausa man, that their brother, that their fellow brother, who is ready to die.
But then, a point of correction, not everybody in the Niger Delta. There are a group of idiots. The same way you have it in Niger Delta, you have it in Upland, Bottom Line. Send the pepper to all of them. Any idiot, they deserve it. The same way you have idiots in Niger Delta, you have so many idiots in Biafra land. Go ahead, please.
I stand to be corrected, my African rep. Yes,
of course, you're on point.
Rep. I'm saying this. I am in India, and some Igbo people here, some of my Igbo brothers, when you talk about Biafra, make money, and they think that money is everything. Therefore, you can build mansions in that village, and when Fulani take over our land, those mansions you build and those things that you are so proud of, you will lose them in a twinkle of an eye. But when you talk about Biafra, some of them tell me they don't care. My African rep, God will bless you. God will bless my leader, Mazi. God will bless.
That is your epileptic network, but we must continue. Caller on the line, are you there?
Good morning, sir.
Good morning from here. Go ahead, please.
My name still remains Yagno Line Sapan. I'm a Onyeibe calling from Bayelsa. Mazi, I want to say God bless you for all these lectures that you are lecturing us and opening the eyes of all these idiots in so-called zoo. I'm calling from Bayelsa here. Mazi, what is going on in Bayelsa? I don't know. These people in Bayelsa, I don't know. Some of them are very dormant. They are not ready to hear anything. I married a Bayelsa woman. Mazi, these people, I don't even know whether they have head at all. Some of them. Mazi, are you there with me?
Of course.
Hello?
Of course, go ahead.
This epileptic network in Sioux.
You are coming out loud and clear. Go ahead.
what is going on here in Bayelsa is terrible. It's terrible. For those that are not here in Bayelsa, I'm calling here in First Road, Akemfa, Bayelsa. What is going on here in Bayelsa is a little cheap. People are hearing outside. If you are in Bayelsa, you see what is going on. And most of them, in short, they are not ready to do anything, Mazi. They are not ready to do anything. If you go out of the street now, they will say Igbo people. Igbo people are just this. Igbo people are just that. They want to come and take our land. They want to be unknowingly to them. I will be keeping quiet as if I'm not even close to Igbo people. And they will be lamenting nonsense. Mazi, I don't know how we are going to do with these people. In fact, prayer is not even the reason of this. We need to flog these people. No, if I have my way, Mazi.
Now, look at what is there now. I have been to Bayelsa, for instance.
Yes.
I know that 90% of Bayelsa women are sex toy for Hausa and Yoruba. Bayelsa people, women have been taken over without apology. Go and look at Hausa Fulani that cannot brush teeth. They in fact, raping Bayelsa women is out of it. Yoruba are doing the same thing. But the most Bayelsa men are not seeing it. Asari went to marry Yoruba, he didn't marry Bayelsa woman. And that is why we talk about our people to go back to their roots. But the real Bayelsans that have pure blood, they know what was up. That is why our brother that called first, I say, no. In as much as we are as a people, we have idiots, we have Americans that are idiots. Because I personally believe that any American fighting against Donald Trump is an idiot. We have Britain that are idiots. Because I believe that any British person who think that they can still be killing Biafran and be making money out of us, they are idiots. You have idiots in any Arab man who think they want to Islamize us, is an idiot. The same way my father's house, among us, the children, among me and my sibling, we have idiots. We have idiots everywhere. Our duty is to tell this idiot to wake up from their stupidity and face the truth. Not because all of them are bad. They are everywhere. So we direct our message in such a way, the idiot will use their tongue and count their teeth. But if you think it's all of them, I will tell you the ones the blood is boiling already. They just don't know where to start from. It's just like us. I hear people talk, Abo no de Igbo, Abo do this, Abo do that, Abo do this. But in my heart, I am praying, oh Lord, empower me like Ojukwu, so that I can burn Abo down, burn everywhere down. At the end of the day, let us futajalon like a Fulani across the globe. And let's not make any mistake about that. Go ahead, please, my brother.
Mazi, what is going on here? It seems like they don't know what we are trying to do for this restoration of Nigeria, Biafra rather. Mazi, in my house, I don't want anybody to listen to any other news apart from this Radio Biafra. Even including my little daughter. He said, Daddy, tune to Radio Biafra. Mazi, I don't know how we're going to do. You have never connected me. I've been sending my data. So please, I don't know how I'm going to do. I don't send it in WhatsApp number. I send it in this number.
That is the challenge.
I'm still waiting to hear from you, sir.
I cannot access the message on other line. Only the WhatsApp number.
Okay.
So please see how you can send it to the WhatsApp number, at least for now.
Okay, sir.
Thank you very much, my brother.
God bless you, sir.
Yes. Biafrans across the globe must understand the truth cannot be overemphasized. We want to go home. They have mapped out a plan on how to systematically destroy us as a people, how they can systematically frustrate us, but don't make any mistake about that. It is their right to plan, and it is our right to thwart their plan. No matter what they do, understand, know the truth of the whole matter. Oh, it is one Nigeria, one Nigeria, everything they are doing, it boils down to one thing. Honestly, you can be offended, but it's not about you. And the earlier we realize this truth, the better for all of us. Someone can make you feel bad, but it's not about you. And someone once told me, it's not about you. And honestly, I understand that. Caller on the line, your name and where you calling from?
Good morning, sir.
Good morning from here. Go ahead, please.
I'm calling from Bayelsa State.
Go ahead, my brother.
I'm from Ebonyi State, as a local government, by Onyeibe. Please, sir, we don't have a radio Biafra. We've been having before, but as I tried this December, I tried my best to get a Biafra radio, but I couldn't. Please, if there is a possible, help us for us to have a radio Biafra.
That is in Ebonyi State, right?
Yes, sir. Exactly, government by Onyeibe.
Oh, yes, and I believe those who are handling the radio are listening.
Okay, sir. So as from Bayelsa, I don't know what is wrong with them. If you paper stands where we normally discuss something concerning Biafra, if you hear which they come out from their mouth, sure. If to me, if it is possible, we just count Bayelsa State out from the Biafra map, please. The way these people are behaving, even sometimes like if they come they talk say because of the oil and I make we come they drag Biafra for Bayelsa to join Biafra. But come to Nigeria today, Bayelsa State, many of them they are suffering. If it does mean early morning, just immediately 7 o'clock or 6 o'clock now, where they don't just go to where they're dumping those bins. You will see all their children. They pick small things like mad people.
Now this is the problem. Those children you are talking about are not fathered by Bayelsa people. It is Fulani Hausa and Yoruba that are pregnanting their women and giving birth to idiots. That is why we're telling you the few ones has been taken over from. This is the truth I want you people to understand. What is the population of Bayelsa people? And when you get their population, check their women, more than 90% of their women are sex doll to Hausa Fulani. And those children you see are not Bayelsa. They are neither from Umbiaman or anywhere. But this is the truth. They are dying. They need help. And if we can't see what they are going through, there is a problem. The same thing they do. They take our Igbo politicians and fought them before the whole world. These Igbo politicians are the ones who are telling them not to man the Nandekano. The same disease in Bayelsa, it's in Enugu, it's in Ebonyi, it's in Delta, it's in Abo, it's everywhere. It is the same game. We must move from on top of the situation and come to the bottom. Do you know the greatest problem Nigeria have? When you see Nigerians, they say, don't worry, we're on top of the situation, we're on top of the matter, don't worry. As far as you remain on top of the matter, you will never solve that problem because you never know what is happening on top. This is the time Biafrans must go on the bottom of the matter. You don't solve any problem from on top. And so when we express ourselves what we see on top, you'll not be able to see the truth. It's like when the idiot in Aso Rock is moving. Every Nigerian intellectual know that guy is too young to be Buhari. The current stage appearance of Buhari as we speak today is younger than Buhari in 1983. But the disease we don't understand is how can people like Nyangodo still tell you President Buhari said, a leading Christian church to see Banjo still tell you that President Buhari said. Buhari is younger today than in 1983. Do you imagine the power of that kind of disease, that kind of virus? If it can affect Nigerian intellectual, if it can affect Ohaneze Ndibo, Amayanabo, and the Uni of Ife and the Ulu of Fore, if it can affect all these people you call founding father, Obasanjo will lie, Gowon will lie, they distract you people from looking at the man in Arok. You should be mercy for us. A musician say, you never know the kind of weapon they are using against us. But yet we do not here to defend anybody. The rain will fall. It will beat the low and the mighty. It's as simple as that. We are doing our job calling them. Look for where to save your people. Because that time, the Fulani Hausa person don't even know who is Igbo or who is Akwa Ibom. You are the one telling me you are in Nyamere. You are in Nyamere. Did they put you in Omotekun? Did Yoruba put Bayelsa in Omotekun? Did the Fulani put Bayelsa in a Boko Haram? They are even killing them in the army. But of course, if you know how to pound in the mortar. If you don't know how to pound, begin to pound on the ground. Thank you very much, my brother.
Thank you. This is my first calling. My name is Mr. Dibia Augustus. Thank you.
We must continue. Yes, sir. Caller on the line, your name and where are you calling from? Caller on the line. Good morning from here. Go ahead, please.
And you did put your account on the phone. If you get from Salamba now to the president. My dear brother, thank you God for this topic. I've been giving to us to working prayers. Thank you. Because I'm not to guide, protect, and bless others. My brother that God spoke about the topic, he said that we will leave them. No, we are not losing any of them. We are not losing any of them. We connect with them, wake up. All of them must wake up and join this restoration because they are our people. We know other things that the food is good for sacrifice, but it is when you ask from which tribe did this food come from, then the tribe will be ashamed. So we will have to make them up and they follow what we are doing. And our politicians, they are ashamed of themselves now. Those that take offense at the DFS, those that betrayed our education, those that prescribed us. Now they are not supporting the Yoruba people because it is not DSS, IPOB that did it. It's now that they are now shaking with their stupidity and their fitness and they are congratulating Yoruba. They want children do this thing and they show them how to extend that. So if they didn't respect our politicians, they will just end up like a metacabinet. They will just end up like that. And you black guys that doesn't want to join the struggle, you thought you have money. Look, let me tell you. Even if you have marshal in the north, they will destroy it as they destroy Saliki's family house. They will put them down. So it is better you use that money, that resources, and come and join this struggle. Let us clear ourselves once and for all than being interested. No matter whatever you do, look at what they are doing to Angela now. Angela thought that because the top, nobody is talking. Look at him. So please rise and fight this. The battle is to go. God, we are using our strength. So come up now and join our leader for us to secure our land to feed. And the saboteur and the treasure will take over our land. What are you going to tell the next generation? That you are among the people to show our land out to our enemy. Woe unto that man, woe unto that woman, woe unto that human being that will be alive and see strangers taking our land without saying anything. Woe unto you, because even the word of God is aggressive. When you say an enemy coming to take your thing, you do not even say, no, don't take my thing, it belongs to me. And you put your arms and God take it. If you Christian.
Unfortunately, we lost that caller, but we must continue. Caller on WhatsApp, are you still there?
Yes, Mazi Onyeibe, I am delighted this very morning, and said kudos to your strength because it hasn't been easy, but Okabim has been making it easy. Before I proceed further, I will give most of our women that went on the street yesterday at Owerri kind of accolade. They did wonderfully well, and the world have seen it that the mandate of people has been stolen. Despite what the Facebook has been doing, I don't know if you noticed that the Facebook has been turning down the reactions, the comments, and a kind of the trending traffics or the Facebook reports concerning Biafra
look at the beauty of
issues.
Look at the beauty of it. They are able to they are able to configure or manipulate the figures, but they've not been able to reduce the audience. They only delay them,
yes,
but they've not been able to reduce them. It still gets to them. It's still getting to them. Frustration will kill them. Frustration will kill them. We have asked them to drop their satellites. We are paying for it. We have not violated their privacy. If they don't want us to use it, let them shut it down. And we will help them do that. Facebook, Yoruba employed Facebook. Since Zuckerberg come to collect money from lead Buhari, their life has not been the same again. But we are still here. Go ahead, and sorry for interrupting you.
No. The program is meant for interactions anyway, and that is the best of it anyway. So what am I trying to say? I think this very 2020 we have to kind of look into the media and see what we can do to have our own app that we will be using the Facebook to propagate the struggle, even if they turn it down. The program, the products which we unleash into the public will be able to get to the people, because I'm telling you, the war has just begun. Now, another thing that I want to say concerning the riverine area, I want to plead with you, if you can have a program based on the returning back to your roots, specifically for the riverine area for 1 week. I think it will be done on them to hear this very gospel, especially for people from riverine areas. Because let me just tell you, not that the program, not that the gospel has not been a kind of pushing to that very place, but I want them to know the implications of what they are doing. Not that they shouldn't have, just like the caller said, that what they've been told, and that is what I've been telling them from their criminal forefathers, that the Igbos are their problems, whatever.
You see, people judge based on what they know. I am on ground. I'm in Bayelsa. I know what is there. A IPOB family in Bayelsa is head by Bayelsa man. The deputy state coordinator is head by Bayelsa man. I have a record of over 2,000 Biafran men and women who are more rugged than me.
Sure.
I know all of them, but people judge based on what they know. I move everywhere.
Okay.
And when I come, people are talking about Biafra. I actually talk against Biafra to see their reaction. When I go to a newspaper,
that is the game.
People will be saying, our Biafra is coming. Our Biafra is coming. So I beg you, go and support Buhari. Let's build a better Nigeria. Sometimes they want to mob me. And when we get to that stage, I walk away. I'm not talking against Biafra because I want to talk against Biafra. I want to see the reaction of the people. I want to see if the message is getting through. And I want to shield people from me. And then somebody will come and say, I see one Aboma, the thing nonsense in talk, he get as he be. But you don't know me. There was a time somebody reported me that they didn't see me in a protest after we be answering national. But I told the person the hotel he was lodging. I told the person everywhere he went to. I went to the court the next day and met the person. He didn't know me. All of them were gathering and jumping. I touched him. I said, I'm George Onyeibe. And he was like, oh. But they've been seeing me around. They don't know I'm George Onyeibe. And so everybody is judging from what they know. You can't come out today now and say, I am Biafra, I'm Biafra. We can't be careless with our life, but we know who we are. But I tell you, it is going to take everybody by surprise. But of course, there are a lot of ignorant people across. But it is left for them. It is left for them to speak up. Honestly, I know many of them, and some has even come to the platform. They want to make money on the expense of their people, and we said no.
You're right.
People like Blue Jack. Where is Blue Jack today? You think we are stupid? But those people are fighting. Where is Asare Dokubo? He's from River State, but he's deceiving Bayelsa people. But those are not the issue, like I said. The owners of the land know what is obtainable at the right time. I will stop there for now anyway. Go ahead, please.
Yes, on a nutshell, concerning those of the Hausa and impregnating most of our women in riverine areas, let me just tell you one thing that I kind of observe about women. Women are just like a car. or a kind of public transport. Not that I'm using the public transport to illustrate them, but I'm just trying to tell you that if you employ a driver, the vehicle will obey the operations of the driver towards the vehicle also, which means anytime that the driver has been sacked or deprived from driving that very vehicle, another driver will now come in to pilot or to move the affairs of that very vehicle, and the vehicle will obey. Like now, most of our people focus their migration to Lagos, Abuja. Most of men, they focus their migration to Abuja, Lagos, where there is lights on top of the bridges and wherever. And those women manage what they see, because if your preferable is not available, then the available around has to be acceptable to make life moving. So most of the times, women in those very areas, you know what it is. After some monthly flues and whatever, when they step into what they call operation periods and what they pass through during the break, anything that comes around, if they care is not taken, they must invite them to make sure that they keep their body and soul together. That is women for you.
This is the truth of the whole matter. Our women are not giving themselves to these people, like you explained them. Explain them like describing them like a vehicle and a driver. They are the vehicle, and the men are the driver. These drivers are snatching the car. It doesn't belong to them. They are snatching the car. They are snatching our women. They use brantashi. They use charm. They reposition us. Or are we going to shy away from that? They buy love portion. All you need to do is, there is a way they do it in my place. You get lizard, red head. Dry the head and grind it, add pepper. I won't say it before some idiot begin to pursue every woman. But I will start doing this already for our women. If I say some things, a lot of people mind will be biased. They are snatching these cars. And come to look at it, the greatest humiliation, like our brother said. Today now, my governor is powering me with a shovel and her pan. And then my sister or my girlfriend is a graduate of accounting. And you think she will graduate from as accountant and then come and marry me with empowerment of shovel and her pan? Or have you not noticed that our women now have the platform to go to school more than the men? Because all the lecturers Yoruba and Hausa need to do is to sleep with them and promote them. Then we will pay through our annuals to go through school if we don't have the father that can cater for us. And so you have 80% of Biafran women graduating and 90% of Biafran men turning to keke rider and a wheelbarrow pusher. And then with this, they are high level. They are measuring with the Yoruba and Hausa who didn't go to school, but they work in the high offices. That is why more of our women are now second-hand wife for Yoruba people. They marry you, keep you in Lagos or somewhere and go to London and travel. And you'll be fooling yourself that, oh, you are a big girl. That is why when Onyeibe Kongwelu said she married a Yoruba woman, I was destabilized. I was not happy. Onyeibe Kongwelu see people he would have married. But all of them want to follow the ruling class. Do not forget that without Mazi, people have started saying that Yoruba were intellectual. But today, where are those intellectuals now? You see they are all fraud. There is an attack on us as a people, a deliberate one. Anybody doing anything, it's not his fault. Madman say, I know what I'm doing. But there is something doing the madman that they cannot explain. It's the truth.
That's something that is beyond his control.
No matter as mad as anybody see. Have you seen a madman that will bend down by the side of the road and poo on their body?
No.
But they are mad. No. Yet if they want to poo, they enter inside bush and poo, clean their nyash and come
clean
out.
themselves.
Eh? So, have you seen a madman who will just come out and sit down with a trailer and enter? In fact, have you seen a madman killed by motor accident? It's very difficult.
No.
All your life you will see. Rare. So, they are mad. Who asked them to look at the road before crossing? Supposing they are really mad now, when they see trailer, they will enter and embrace it and think it's a fine woman. But they don't. And so in as much as they are mad, they know what they are doing, but they don't know what is doing there. When you see a full blown up man, a grown cow like in Nyanwodo, telling you that he will sabotage Biafra, you think it's normal? To him, he think he know what he's doing, but it's not normal. When you see somebody like Iwanyango entering plane to collect money from an imposter, and tell us that Enugu Airport is under construction. Do you think it's normal? When you see our governors doing the things they are doing with the level of their exposure, do you think they are normal? Call you Nyukuni, call you Nyenta.
It's abnormal, my brother. The issue there is, let me just tell you, the pogrom has not yet ended. Just like our leader said, that the war has just begun, and they said that the war has ended. You know, the techniques and the plan which they initiated earlier on in Asaba massacre, killing the mostly youth, mostly boys that would have reproduced, you know, that would have lived to marry. These are the same system they now use in educational level. When you graduate as male, it will be difficult to find job. While your sister,
they all employ them. Half of our sisters who are graduate work in the bank. Go and look at what they are using them to do in the bank. Awusa will fuck you to make you a bank manager. You think we are stupid? There are things we are managing them, they will wake up. Nigerians prepare us, they mean us evil. They want to bastardize our blood lineage. And if they succeed, it's going to be terrible. When we come here, we talk about Yoruba, these things, stay your own. People whose blood have been tainted with get angry. But if they like, let them get angry. If you squeeze your face, you will only see your nose. But we will continue telling you this truth. But in order not to blow it out of proportion, we help them according to the stage that they are. We are not here to look at any idiot. We cure every disease. That is why we are here. But sometimes if they don't know that they have made mistake, they will not be able to appreciate the correction you are bringing for them.
Yes, finally, let me just tell you, what they are doing is yielding result for them, because when you look at it right now, we are unable to produce. Let me just say, even if we want to engage ourselves into politics, we are unable to produce a viable politicians because they have been deprived from the system. We have been able to they have been able to do their whatever map or whatever plans they set it, but our people refuses to understand that these people have sidelined all the male away from their rights, and the people are now constituting nuisance, hoping that what they are doing is the right thing, and that is what the radio Biafra is telling them.
But do you know our people are strong?
Very strong.
Our people are strong. This thing has been on over 200 years. If the Creator is not with us, we are gone as a people. This thing has been on over 200 years. IPOB is less than 10 years. Look at everybody waking up.
Less than 10 years.
Do you understand?
Less than 10
years. I admire our people. I love them. That is why we don't lose faith on them. Conspiracy against us for over 200 years. They took Kwara from Yoruba. But I can assure you that no matter everything at their disposal, the arsenals, the weapon, everything they have at their disposal, we are still together. We only have idiots that we are curing gradually. Believe me, I never look down on our people. Considering the level of conspiracy, they divided the Midwest, then they divided the Kafati Doma, Kafati Gala. Some months
cannot be divided.
Some months before the war.
When it comes to federal government allocations,
few months before the war, they divided the River State out. They divided Cross River State out. For almost 60 years, they have been divided. Igbo don't love themselves. Igbo don't love themselves. Igbo don't love themselves. Igbo don't love themselves. Then they introduce another slogan. They want us because of our oil. They want us because of our oil.
Thank you.
But these are
and when you hear it, you thought that they want to do you good. When you hear those things, you thought that they want to do you good, but rather, without knowing that what they are saying is to remain stealing, is to remain robbing you of your rights. And the mumu, we believe them. They want to take our oil. That oil, you yourself will own the oil. You they make use of them. You they make use of them. No. You they work there? No. Then why are you clamoring? Say they want to take our oil. Your oil will be say you know they short. I did speak for their own language. Will be say you never even see the crude oil as they look like. But you live in the land where they carry the what they call it, crude oil. But you've not been able to ascertain this is crude oil, and this is condemned oil. This is engine oil. But when they tell you that these houses are stealing your oil, you say, Igbo man want to come and take it away from you. Shame on such people. No. Let me just drop here.
Thank you very much. We must continue. The truth cannot be overemphasized. We are going home and everybody must wake. Call on the line.
Hello.
Good morning from here. Go ahead, please.
Yeah, good morning, Onyeibe, my Lord. Good morning. I want to thank you for the good work you have done for us. May God bless you. Hello?
Yes, go ahead. The world is listening.
Yeah, I say may God bless you for the work you are doing for us. I want to say something for Bayelsa people. They are thinking that they have oil, and their oil is not feeding Imo State. Their oil is not feeding Delta State. Their oil is not feeding Anambra State. Their oil is not feeding Anambra people. So what is the need that we need them because of their oil? We don't need them because of their oil. We need their life. We need them to be free for Hausa people hands. So they don't think that we need them because of oil, because the oil is nothing for us. So I want to thank all the IPOB members all over the world. I want to thank our leader, Mazi, Nandi, Oku, Israel, and Kano. May Chukwu Kika them a blessing and let their fire be restored. In your name we pray.
See, thank you very much. We must continue. Caller on the line, your name and where are you calling from?
Hello.
Good morning from here.
Good morning. Is that Mazi George Onyeibe?
Of course, this is George Onyeibe. Go ahead, please.
Mazi George Onyeibe, God bless you. God bless you. I am calling you from Alaska in United States of America.
Go ahead. The world is listening.
Mazi George Onyeibe, I send you a voice clip in WhatsApp. Why I send you the voice clip is this. In 2019, when I came to Nigeria, the zoo, the forbidden zoo, I left the zoo, I went to Biafra land. When I got to Biafra land, I found out that some of our people do not listen to the spiritual messages and the teachings that our God sent the prophet has been releasing to us. It caused me sorrow, even in the community where I come from. But when I went to the town, I see people selling Chobuago, selling Dr. Wande or whatever, people listening to somebody and whatever. Nobody could be able to look for a way to duplicate this message, because the Bible said, how can we know without a teacher? God has sent us a teacher that will teach us, that has been teaching us, that has opened my own eyes, that every day, even as I'm here in Alaska, I'm living on severe pain against the Hausa Fulani. Therefore, George Onyeibe, I'm begging you, I need your help. I want you to download all the messages that our leader has prepared. Let us duplicate them in a CD, in the memory card. I will pay for those CD. I will pay for all the memory cards. I will pay. Let us distribute these things in the communities, in all the Biafran states, into all the zonal coordinators. Because many of them cannot afford to work with the zoo epilepsy network. Therefore, their data, it will be consuming a lot of data. When we download these things and put them in the memory card that they will use in their Android phones, those that have MP3 can put it there and listen to it. In case the zoo police or the zoo army will come and kill them, they can put their headphones and be listening to this gospel in the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening. By the time they dwell on these secrets, that will open their eyes to see the reason why they will pray, why they will fight, why they will stand for Biafra every day. I bet you that of time. We cannot leave all this work for our leader who has suffered like never before. We need people and me. Oh, God. When we fully has humiliated, I need this favor from you. I'm so happy this morning that I'm able to get your phone. I'm so pleased every day I listen and I listen over your messages. And then are you on the line?
Of course, the world is listening, my brother.
I want to comment about Mazi. You will read all that you have sown. You will be alive to witness Biafra. You will see the result of what you have done, all the evil that you have done upon everything that has been told about you. All the messages that our leader has been telling you that these people are evil. These people, they come to kill, to destroy. They are illiterate, and you bow down to them. Mbaka. Anybody who is a Biafran, who goes to that God forbidden adoration ministry, if you see that person, lay a curse on that person. Let the dead, let the blood of all the innocent Biafran that has been killed, search for them and kill this person. Whoever that will step his foot into the confusion that Mbaka has caused in our Biafran land. Pass this message to our brothers. Pass this message to our sisters. Let them receive from the lies of Mbaka. Look at advocacy. He has joined him to London to go and accomplish the assignment. That Abia State is his own. He is the governor of Abia State. That he don't want the Biafra. That he don't know Nandakano. That is the deal he went to assign. In London because they gave him governorship. By tomorrow they will useless him. Governor one day useless your future 400 years. Mazi Onyeibe, do this thing for me. Let our brothers in the villages, let our brothers in the rural communities, let them have access to these messages. They don't know what is going on. They don't know what is going on. I am calling you with my number. Look for the cost of all these memory cards, all the blank CDs. Hello, Mazi Onyeibe, are you on the line?
I'm with you. Go ahead, please.
Get on it, especially the message of 31st December 2019. Anybody who listens to this message from first to the end, you will cry. You will cry. You will say that I love you.
That is where, my brother, we are going here. And the word will be a testament where we will respond. Thank you very much. Caller on WhatsApp, are you still there?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Go ahead, please. Good morning from here.
Good morning, Mr. Onyeibe. Yeah, my name is Namogene. I am calling from Cambodia. I just want to thank you for the good job you are doing for Biafrans. God will reward you in millions. And I want to ask one question. Where are these our Onyeibe engineers? Did they die with those old engineers? Although we don't have a new generation of Onyeibe manufacturer engineers, because we need them at this time around. Although I know maybe Biafra may be doing some other things, but they don't want to know about that. But I just want to ask this question: even if there's nothing like that, I think there are people who still have the knowledge of that very technology. I know there are people who have the knowledge of that technology. So I don't have what to say. But I didn't know what the topic is all about.
Thank you very much. We must continue. Dear friends across the globe must understand that the truth cannot be overemphasized. The truth of the whole matter is that we must fight to defend our land. We must fight to defend our land. That is the truth of the whole matter. Are you there, caller on the line? Caller on the line, are you there?
Yeah, good morning, Mazi.
Good morning. Go ahead, please.
Yeah, my name is Mr. Joseph. I'm calling from Mazi in the Mazi province, Biafra land. Mazi, I just want to say hello to all the IPOB all over the world. First foremost, to my prophet, my Lord, my Messiah, and the Kano, the person that still gives me hope and life up to today. Without Mazi and the Kano, I would have committed suicide. I would have killed myself because in Nigeria I am hopeless. There is no hope in Nigeria. It's only Mazi and the Kano that restricted me from committing suicide. Mazi, I have been trying this line for the past 6 months, but due to the resolute of our people, the line almost been beauty. But I thank God for getting it today. I bless God for you, and I bless God on our deputy leader and all the executives and EHOS, all the Directorate of State, and all the indigenous people of Biafra worldwide. Mazi, there is something that has been bothering me. Some people call on radio Biafra and say they don't know how to join IPOB. Please, some of these people are agents of DSS. We are the members of IPOB. We are on ground here. We know how they are sabotaging us. Some people, when they ask, when they get, they inform due authority. So, Mazi, please, anybody that is telling you that he don't know how to join IPOB in Biafra land, that person must be a liar, because we have propagated this God grass.
I will not agree with you on that, because in the community where I stay, we have IPOB meeting everywhere, but yet you would not know this IPOB meeting. But having said that, the DSS agent and others, we are waiting for them now. So this is our WhatsApp line. You send it to. We are waiting to incorporate you now. I think you are DSS or you are idiot, Fulani headsman. We want all of them to come now. We separate the wheat from the chaff. Nonsense. Go ahead and don't mind all those people. We are here now.
Yes, sir. Because why I'm saying this, even in Oris, here that I am calling you from, we have more than
if you relocate from Orifite to Abo now, for instance, you will not tell me you are a prophet to know where we are holding meeting. And then you will start telling me the same thing. I'm not talking about where you live. Our people don't stay one place. They travel around. Some of them may be member of IPOB in Oko because they go to school there. And by the time they close during holiday, they go back to their village, maybe Port Harcourt, and they need to join the family there because they don't want to be left out. And you see, they will look for. So, but what you are saying is clear. We understand those things, and we are waiting for them. Our duty is to deliver them. Thank you very much.
God bless you, sir.
We must continue.
Yeah.
Our people must understand that they have mapped out plan, and they feel they continue feeding on the misery of our people, and then telling us, let's build one Nigeria, the war has ended, but it's a lie. I take one more call and we'll round up this segment. Can you hear me? Caller on the line.
Good morning.
Good morning from here. Go ahead, please. Of course, we lost that caller. And this is where we draw the curtain for this segment. Sincere appreciation to those of you who were able to call in. My apology to those that cannot receive their call at this moment. Be good, be Biafran, be focused. Understand that Biafra is your only hope. We are not here to conquer Yoruba, Hausa, Fulani. We are not here to conquer British government. We don't have any issue with anybody. We just want to have our life back. Goodbye and do have a nice day.
This is my song for freedom. They call me Chris Jokey. Even though I walk through the valley of shadow of death, I fear no evil, for still Kadam is always with me. Yeah, he's always with me. And the sun will rise. My brothers will be coming home. Yeah, we made it through the sun to home. We gave our blood to redeem our land, and the time is too late. So join me, let us get it now. Oh, happiness, we all rejoice. Yes, we are the children of God. I am talking about the holy land, yeah, where God will always reign, and the sun will shine again. So we the people rejoice, yeah, where no one will tell me, yeah, that my song is suicidal, that I will lose my life for singing song. That is freedom of speech. Mr. Mefo will remind us, yeah, that we are children of the Most High God. In Jerusalem we meet again, yeah, because we are the children of God, and the sun will rise. My brothers will be coming home, yeah, we made it through the sun to home. We gave our blood to redeem our land, and the time is too late. So join me, let us get it now. Oh, happiness, we all rejoice. Yes, we are the children of God. We are praying for the moment, yeah, when heaven will come for us, and the world will talk about us, so no one else have to die. All this nation will respect us, yeah. Understand, we just wanna go back home. No amount of contest to show, yeah, cause we all got possessed, and the spirit is in me. My director will return home, yeah. Show us love we used to do before. Beautiful faces I will see again, yeah. We need you, we miss you, and we wait on you. And the sun will rise. My brothers will be coming home, yeah. We made it through the sun to home. We gave our blood to redeem our land, and the time is too late. So join me, let us get it now. Oh, happiness, we all rejoice. Yes, we are the children of God. Believe that. Holy, Nambekano is another Savior. Holy, Nambekano is another Savior. Mucha, The sun will rise. My brothers will be coming home. Yeah. We made it through the sun to home. We gave our blood to redeem our land, and no time is too late. So join me, let us get it now. For happiness we all rejoice. Yes, we are the children of God.